Welcome to English Online. This is the introduction to the English language studies. Nature of linguistics and its benefits on studying languages. It is becoming a growing and interesting area of study. Several definitions have been used to describe what linguistics is. Following are the definitions that were noted by Niev, 2010, to explain what linguistics is, coming from various authorities in this field of specialization. Analyze the effects of comma on the following. Linguistics is the study of human language. This means that it will be unusual for someone to talk about linguistics when referring to animal language. What animals do is to communicate. Linguistics is descriptive in such a way that it deals with observable features and characteristics of a language. It aims to explain what language is and how it works. Linguistics also aims to allow humans to observe language in action. Linguistics is a scientific study of languages. According to the Linguistics Society of America, linguistics is the science of language, and linguists are scientists who apply the scientific method to questions about the nature and function of language. Linguists conduct formal studies of speech sounds, grammatical structures, and meaning across all the world's over 6,000 languages. Linguistics is a science. This is due to the fact that the most popular and still the most satisfying definition of linguistics is a scientific study of language. In this definition, the terms scientific study and language are significant. Linguistics applies the general methodology of science to study language. This diagram shows the succession of the areas of linguistics according to the order in which they are learned or used by humans. Linguistics is a field that comprises a set of true facts that can be objectively proven. Linguistics has 5 core areas. They are phonetics and phonology, semantics, psycholinguistics, syntax, sociolinguistics. Phonetics versus phonology. Phonetics looks at the physical production of sounds, focusing on which vocal organs are interacting with each other and how close these vocal organs are in relation to one another. Phonetics also looks at the concept of voicing, occurring at the pair of muscles found in your voice box, also known as the Adam's apple. If the vocal folds are vibrating, this creates voicing, and any sound made in this way are called voiced sounds, for example, Z. If the vocal folds are not vibrating, this does not lead to voicing and creates a voiceless sound, e.g., S. You can observe this yourself by placing 2 fingers upon your voice box and saying Z and S repeatedly. You should feel vibrations against your finger when saying Z, but no vibrations when saying S. Phonology, however, is associated more with the abstract properties of sounds, as it is about how these categories are stored in the mind. Phonetics also describes certain properties as being gradients, such as voicing, where we can compare the length of voicing between 2 sounds. For example, in French, B is voiced for longer than English B. In phonology, these segments are simply defined categorically as being voiced or voiceless, regardless of these subtle differences. Semantics. Semantics is the study of the relationship between words and how we draw meaning from those words. People can absolutely interpret words differently and draw different meanings from them. Psycholinguistics. The branch of linguistics that analyzes the psychological factors involved in the perception of and response to linguistic phenomena. Syntax. Syntax refers to word order and depends on lexical categories, parts of speech. You probably learned that there are 8 main parts of speech in grammar school. Linguistics takes a different approach to these categories and separates words into morphological and syntactic groups. Linguistics analyzes words according to their affixes and the words that follow or precede them. Sociolinguistics. Sociolinguistics is the study of how language serves and is shaped by the social nature of human beings. The core areas comprise most of the subject areas in AB English language studies for you to know your specialization and the language deeply, so when you finally land on a job that needs young language skills, you can be confident that you are ready. Look at the subtitle. What's wrong with it? What may have caused the error in the subtitle? As a student who is specializing in English, knowing its parts will be beneficial. Look at the comparison of the Indonesian and the Filipino language. What did you notice with the letter O and letter U in some words of both languages? What about the letter C? Look at the relationship of the ASEAN languages. Notice that some ASEAN languages are relevant to each other. This time, see the extent of similarities between the Spanish and the Filipino languages. Task 1 for online category only. In your notebook, be able to write a summary of the things that you have learned in this lesson. Your essay must have 3 parts: the introduction, summary of your understanding, body, what did you realize about linguistics and your course, conclusion, importance of this course. Task 2. Be able to search for research titles that are available online that would best represent as samples for each core area of linguistics that have been discussed in this module and be able to fill in the following table, then write them on another page of your notebook. Your class president should compile your answers for task 1 and 2 for your instructor's evaluation. The class submission must be saved in one PDF file and must be alphabetically arranged.